The silhouette's burning, embers rising high, like a chemical fire. The flame won't die. Intertwined, darling, you and I. Barely scratching the surface. This obsession of mine is feeling the furnace. I'm up all night and we intertwine. Darling, you and I. And my heart beats cold under your control. Just let us let go. keep running faster and faster. I don't know what we're after, yeah. We keep up with disaster, disaster. I'm thinking that they're after me. We're running like faster and faster. We're running like faster and faster.
Hello everyone. Welcome to Week 5 Division 1 matchup between Legion and Exodus here. Going to be taking place on Omaha Beach. Turn off the music for a second. We'll get this over with. Just making sure I'm getting that audio on so I don't forget that. Bug on, make sure it is properly working, which it is. Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the final week of the Premier League. We're gonna have ourselves a really good match here between Legion and Exodus. Like I just said, going to be playing on Omaha Beach with Legion being the allies and Exodus being the axis here. Gonna be very, very fun, I think. Both teams want to finish this strong. Exodus still seeking their first win in Division 1 play. Legion trying to finish at least 500 and seeing if they can maybe jump to the number 2 spot, because there is a lot of complications that will be taking play. But we'll first look at the schedule for what is being streamed on your screen right now. I think there's one game going on, and that's Axhawk with WRTB and Rofs being, I think, played on PHL. And then later on tonight, I will be streaming the R22R and SUDT match, and that will conclude the game. The HRB versus SVS game will not be streamed today. It will be streamed tomorrow by me, I think. I'm not entirely sure. We'll find out when that happens. But yeah, this will be the second last match of the day, but not the last match of the weekend. Turn our attention back and bring out the standings for Division 1. 6 gonna secure that number 1 seed going into the playoffs. They are gonna get the default bye, and then 2 and 3 will also get a bye. But it's gonna be kind of interesting, because if Legion end up winning, they'll finish 2 and 2. they'll be just behind Taco. But if Merc beats Taco tomorrow, all those teams finish 2-2, and I think it's going to be based off of caps, and I think Merc will be technically leading, and they would jump to the number 2 seed, and then I think Taco would be ahead of Legion in that regard, which will drop them down to 3rd and Legion down to 4th, which means Legion and EXO could be playing in the first round of playoffs. But if Legion wins 2-3, but if Legion ends up 4-1 or 5-0, I think they'll secure to like the 3 seed regardless, no matter what. I think that's if obviously Merc beats Taco, but we'll not find out later today. Also going on right now, like I said, 3-5 or not 3-5. 3-5 actually played LEP today with 3-5 winning that 4-1, I think, on PHL. And then Rofs and WRTB are also playing on PHL right now, seeing who will finish in that bracket. We streamed 101A and 508P today on Mortain, with 101A winning that 5-0 in roughly 40 minutes. So congrats to 101A in that. They'll be the first seed for Division 3. And then in Division 4, I think 9PZ won today against SAS. And we'll bring up the lower half of the bracket. First, 22 and 4ID and ANZR duking it out for those top 3 spots. I think 22nd is playing BCR today. I'm not entirely sure. SAP and DBD are also playing, I think, tomorrow, right? Maybe. I think I might be doing that. Am I doing that? I have no idea. And then RZN is also in the mix as well. SUDT and R22 are playing tonight. I think 11th and SOB are playing a little bit later on tonight as well. Unfortunately, that match will be unstreamed. And then TRR and Rage, I think, are just ending their game right now. Last I saw, TRR was winning, or Rage was winning that 3-2 on Carrington. I think they actually might have squeaked out that win. I unfortunately will not be able to update the logs and everything like that for this weekend unless I get access to it. And then we'll just bring up the rules. We have 1-man unkillable arty, indestructible nodes, which means you basically should not be by the HQ if you're the enemy. And you can only be on the gun, one guy only. And then Panther ban, Tigers only, no Panthers, so the Exodus side of things will only be able to spawn in Tiger tanks. And we are just waiting for the last few players to get in because it's Division 1, and these players, there's a lot of screaming going on right now. Lots of these Division 1 players like taking their time to get in, which is just the reality of the situation. Is what it is, but this will be on a 30-minute delay, unlike the other streams today that I did a 15-minute delay on. That was just due to some timing issues, that if that game did go the full 90, I would not be able to stream this match. If I did, it would have to be one long stream, and I do not want to do that. I want to give myself some sort of break. But yeah, we're going to be playing on Omaha Beach with Legion as allies. Very familiar side for them. They did play 6th last weekend as the allies, and then did, unfortunately for them, end up losing that 3-2, so that's why 6th is undefeated. Hopefully Legion maybe can get a maybe more favorable midpoint, or they can maybe somehow capture the midpoint first if it is West Fireville, or whatever the church point is called. Gonna fly over all these guys and say hello to some of the Legion players. Maybe they're still yelling at each other down here.
Charlie 7. Spawn off that gate.
And it is we love the muster on this map for some reason. Bearju's running to the opposite HQ. There is a jokester on the EXO side of things who there he is. Please someone kill him. They built a little pit over here. Unfortunately, we cannot hear their comms, but they did build some stuff for a pit. On over here and check out the rest of them. Trillium, GG's to Trill. put your predictions in the little chat thing that I have. I don't know what it's called. Poll. Yeah, that's what it's called. A poll. Be sure to fill that out and select team that you think will win this match. I think it's gonna be very interesting. I think Legion are the favorites coming into this match. EXO, obviously, they have not won a game yet, but you know, anything is possible in the game of Hella Loose. Upsets happen, but also 5-0s do happen as well. So would not be surprised if EXO, you know, can pull out a nice little victory, or if they if Legion's gonna try to go for broke and try to get that 5-0, or at least even it up to a 4-1 to make it even more interesting, to say the least. Just gonna double check some things on production side of this. Map it is. Two arm. Looks like we are almost underway. Looks like we're just waiting for 2 more players total to join, 1 on each team. There's gonna be no co-caster on the other side, or anybody co-casting with me. I don't. Anybody. It's been a busy weekend for a lot of people, so yeah. Also, I want to give out a shout out to Caparzo for getting engaged this weekend. That's why he is not streaming. He is proposed to his girlfriend that I have no idea who it is, but congrats to them. Wish them a happy time until they finally get married, but that's besides the point. You're going to be playing some Hella Loose in a little bit. Just waiting for the last few players to get in. That's a lot of bodies that blew up. Holy. Let me see here. Where is... Alright. I think... Let me just double check some things real quick. I apologize for the slight little delay. And it looks like EXO is waiting for 1 player to get in. There's more shenanigans happening back here. We'll just keep our camera here.
Almost 500. I know. Almost. I'm taking fucking forever. I bet. Each fucking level is like 250k. Well, the last level to get there is like 250k.
Everyone's talking about Class XP. I think I've leveled up like 6 or 7 times just in admin cam. Like, I think I've only played maybe 5 actual matches, like pub matches in my time playing. Since admin cam came out. It's been yeah, I've really gained like no XP this entire time other than admin cam XP, which is the right way to level up. Oh, we got GG Trill over here. I don't know who this is. Running. I don't know where he's running to, but... yeah. Would bring up a map, but I do not have that overlay set up for me. Like I said, we'll go back to the schedule for the weekend. Chris will not be, like I said, you will not be doing the SVS and HRB game. That's going to be delayed to tomorrow. I think there was just some confusion in the mix-up, and he will not be doing that because it would be 1 a.m. for him on a Sunday, which is no bueno. But we are getting a map flip right now. And tomorrow as well, KASANOVA will be doing TRR and ANZR. Someone is shooting next to my ear. I'm going to go fly away. And that will be an interesting game. Both 2 Australian Oceania teams going at it. And then the biggest game, I would say, of the weekend, Merc and Taco, that has major seeding implications depending on the results of this match. SAP DBD, I will be streaming that one. Also a very, very good game to keep your eye out for. And then GOAT and RZN as well. We will be flipping the map in roughly 15 seconds. Going to get this game underway. And we will be on Omaha Beach. Let's see what we get for a midpoint. Kind of open for the south, whatever that midpoint's called. I think that's always an interesting point for both teams to attack. I guess I'm choosing my own team, which I will be choosing the Allies in this situation. It is West Vireville with WN71. So offset point for Legion. Let's see who I'll join. Joining Dane. So this is pretty favored for the Axis, so this would be, you know, in favor. Like the bug is actually the score bug is actually somewhat kind of broken at the bottom. There it is. It flipped over now. Actually very broken. I don't know why it's broken on the bottom. I will fix that in just a second. Let's fix it itself. It did fix itself. Okay, thank God. I did not want to do that. But yeah, so we have West Vireville as the midpoint here with a rear battery and WN7 as the 2 fourth points. This is going to favor EXO a lot, in my opinion. West Vireville, very, you know, it's slightly American side as far as the actual hard cap goes, but where I am in the north, Legion's going to have to really get up in this north and really contest and win this fight up here if they do want a chance to win it. Same with EXO, because this is obviously a bigger field that they have to cross, but I'd say it's a little bit more challenging for Allies just because if you do get kind of wiped out here, it is basically kind of GG's for trying to get back up in the north other than maybe flanking around or somehow sneaking in. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see if they do that in that aspect. And as far as like the offset point, obviously like any of these beach points kind of like suck except for maybe this one in the south, but you know, that's besides the point. If this was the 4th point up here in the north for Legion, I'm totally forgetting what that point is called, but that would be a little bit easier for them because they can just push up defense. It would be a little bit easier. But this is a very recapable point for either team. Mostly it's a recapable point for the Allies. See what EXO's cooking up here. Looks like they do have a truck up in the north, a Lux. Looks like they're waiting for another tank crew down here, bring up the P4. Another truck over here. Not sure where they're bringing this other truck very, very wide. It's going to probably go somewhere down here in the south. Legion. 2 recon tanks in the south. Looks like they aren't going to bring a Stuart tank up in the north. Very interesting choice by them. We will get going here in a second. And we are off. Keep forgetting to remove that. It's okay though. So EXO actually going for a very early supply drop actually in West Vireville. Very interesting to see that. Also interested to see some of these rocket snipes that each team has. Looks like EXO's already trying to do some. Some are coming in. EXO a little bit short on their rocket snipes. That one was a little bit closer for them. I don't really see Legion doing anything quite back at them. Legion with the early contest into the hard cap. Here a little bit. Here we go. These are two both very good North American teams, primarily North American, with some other regions as well for both sides. It'll be very interesting how both these teams' mediums do play off this point. Legion with Lots of people into that house and into the hard cap. Try to find the exo medium here. Be a little bit more spread out. Legion do get to this a little bit quicker, and they do secure that little area. Here we're this Luke, Scopus, Novak, and a whole bunch of other players from both teams. All these players are very, very good from either team. We got the age-old Lux versus Stewart battle. The top tier guy does get one into the Lux, but does go down. The Novak from behind will end up taking out that Lux, and it's going to be a very strong cap here from Legion. Gopis the only SL up here in the north and does go down, and that will be a 3-2 for Legion. Pretty convincing start for them, but a long ways to go for both of these teams of who's gonna finish week 5 on a high note for them. Not sure if these tanks actually see each other. They do not with that bend in the road. And some little frame drops, but that's okay. It's just hella loose being hella loose. Look at the map real quick. Looks like Legion do have a deep red zone, Gary, probably built by Ray over here. Get their Sapper Cruise and Recon guys going. Obviously, lots of front door pressure here from EXO, but obviously there's kind of no cat flippage with, you know, a few players into the strong point for Legion. We have some rocket snipes coming from the church. They are gonna move in that P4 to try to take out this Stewie. Give them a little bit more breathing room for the EXO side of things, and I think the Stewie is called out by probably Bear Jew there. Stewie might be exposing himself to this P4 in a little bit. We're getting a little bit aggressive here, trying to take out the Stewart. That will be a dead Stewie tank. Gonna free up EXO a little bit here on the north now, just crossing the field. Head back down here. Not a lot of movement for either of these teams. I think this is a Greyhound back here for Legion. I think that is Perseus back here. Probably trying to find the Exo backline, or basically the blue line Garys, I should say. Probably will go down to some sort of AT. Looks like Apex Omega Man. We'll probably take him out. Don't know if he sees some. Looks like Exo did build some structures there. Or if he sees that. Oh, he gets stuck in the ditch. I don't think he's trying to wiggle us way out, but he'll probably go down here to, well, Omega Man actually redeployed, but we'll let that tank die at some point. I think we do have an airhead down or Exo onto the hard cap itself, so a very early airhead for them. See how this plays out. Down here. I don't think Legion knows that there is an airhead. Guskit spawned right next to it. Airhead is down. I think Eagles does see it now. So it'll be very interesting to see. I think Novak. And that will take out the airhead from Exo. Exo starting to gain a little bit of ground. Cheeks here. I don't know if he has a rocket or if he has satchel. Cheeks has satchel, unfortunately, so he cannot get any rockets into those tanks. Exo's starting to make a little bit of progress here. Very interested to see where Cheeks is gonna go. Don't know if he's lighting up any OPs. Probably will be lighting up one. Dane's gonna run into him. Dane sees him. Fourth point being contested. Party will take out an AT gun that was placed from Legion. Annoyance in that building, but does get taken out by, I think, Bearju there. Yep, and there's the first 76 of the game. This will be Maryland's tank crew. The map again. Pretty, you know, you can kind of see where Exo's at. They're kind of like all aligned right here. Legion in a very, very nice line. Obviously, Recon back here with Mr. Fox and the Sniper and Darkmint. Very deadly duo that is. Oh, Dirty Crown with the rocket and to kill that one little soldier there. Like Ivan's gonna go and run across the field. I assume Ivan will probably die here shortly. Yep, there he goes. Very interested to see where these other exo tanks are gonna lie. Looks like they do have one Tiger up here in the north, right in this wheat field, and their default P4 by Twiggy over there. Look at Mr. Fox destroying some OPs, killing Chori. Ooh, and Artie is hitting this Tiger tank, trying to get some reps in for him, but unfortunately Artie is hitting where they need to hit, so this tank does not get any reps off. Oof. OP's around it too. It's very, very, very unfortunate for the Exo boys trying to repair their tank. Tank is pretty much a sitting duck right here. And fortunately for them, the P strike is not available, but in about a few minutes it will be. Zombie gonna finally get some reps on the tank. Same with anti-tank Frank on his own P4. Got Ivan pushing up. What he can do. Gonna place this OP. Good, hear this guy repairing the tank. He knows that Trill's there. Trill might be able to burn his OP. Oh, huge. Ivan just waiting for someone to spawn on his OP. Any sort of satchel or AT player. Got Pierre and Q. Oh, you no. And that down goes the Tiger tank. Well played there from Ivan and his squad. OP unfortunately does get... Oh, OP's still up for them. Oh, Hugh with the kill on Trill, but does go down. I think Dirty sees the OP now. Oh, oh man. I think they see the OP. Maybe they don't. Oh my gosh. Squad just going at it up here. Oh, Ivan with the two-piece. And then dies to another mine or something, dude. Oh, man. Now it looks like Legion are starting to push up their front line ever so slowly. I think this P4 ended up going down to, I've assumed, to either AT or a tank. Probably AT. Squad from Ivan and his crew just slowly working up this North Hugh with a rocket kill. I don't know if there's any OP over here or not. There was, and he did burn it before going down. Ghost trying to stay alive to rebuild that. Just zoom out a little bit. Take a look at the map yet again. Just slowly moving up that line for Legion. They do obviously have this recon squad in the back, just harassing the back lines of EXO. EXO cannot afford to lose this field up here in the north. It's kind of like the catapult area for them to kind of take this point back, even though they can't really push off of there. the crossfire it has is really, really nice, but without it, it's very, very hard to overcome that, I should say. Unless they just somehow get behind them with a half track, which would be kind of hilarious, I'm not gonna lie. Not sure if Exo this is their only tank. I think it is. It's their only tank that I see. And then Legion over here. Like just 176, a medium, and then 76 in the south. So pretty good map control from Legion for the time being. Looks like there's random smoke already fallen for whatever reason. APL shoots Go Piss with the grease gun and immediately hides in a bush. Oof. Not sure if Exo has anything going. Looks like there's some stuff painted in the south. Legion's already on top of that, but too crazy happening right now. And do something right here. Working on Dane. Dane is very oblivious. Kills Trill. And gets headshots by the STG. Brittle wins the battle of the bush crews between Beards there. Big Legion is starting to move up some of their armor now. Exo's just kind of all surrounded around rear battery, just a little bit here and there. Looks like they are maybe sniffing out this area in the south. Probably actually don't know that it's down here, so good on Legion for pretty much hiding that. Trying to maybe rewrap around them. I'm very high in the air. Holy. Ray gets a rocket into this medium tank. TP Hit him one more time, or is Peter gonna get run over by his own tank? Yeah, oh man, Black gets absolutely cooked by the medium. Take a look at the map one more time. Exo's still trying to push back into the field. It's just very, very hard. They're having like a very, very rough time. I'm also surprised not to see any Legion tanks like move up anymore. They do know that there is a heavy tank up here, obviously, but it's like they are starting to dive this medium. Maybe he's out of HE already, which wouldn't be surprising because we are nearly halfway to the Why did I say halfway to something? I totally lost my train of thought because I was looking at chat. Because we are, you know, a half hour in. Looks like Gray will spawn here and probably get some rockets into Tony. One rocket's in. Will he get the second and destroy this tank? Yes, he will. APL is on the point. Takes out one with the grease gun. I wonder if he's defusing his own satchel. He is defusing his own satchel. Does burn an OP. Opus doesn't see him. Chari spawns on that OP. APL is gonna go for this Tiger. Oh no. Oh no. JPL with the satchel on a Tiger, and the Tiger's not know yet. Oh, this is gonna be bad for them. I have no idea. No one's gonna see him. Probably get the kill. Yes, he does, but that's gonna be a dead Tiger tank. Well played there from JPL, sneaking in and getting that satchel down. That puts the heavies in favor of Legion by 2 now at this point. Oh, Divinity with the turn on to Black off the spawn. Legion are sneaking in by with some ATs and stuff. I think Exo's actually having a decent push down kind of the main road, but Warlock... Oh, I think Warlock just got ran over by by this tank. I don't know if he's sapped or not. Oh my gosh, Dirty Gun with the flamethrower. Dirty Grunt with the flamethrower. We gotta stick with Grunt here. He's on fire. Oh my god, Grunt with the pistol kill. JPL on point again. It seems like in the top right of your screen. Grunt goes down by Go Away Awake. I don't know why my name's included in that. Novak. Probably try to get down a satchel. These sappers for Legion have been very, very deadly thus far in this match, and Exo is not really countered them until that point, but obviously that was like a 1v5 situation. Hopefully Grunt, I want to see Grunt again with the flamethrower. That was absolutely hilarious. Spawns back down here. We do have a bombing run here for Legion. Did this take out the tank? Something blew up. Oh! They killed the tank with a bombing run, dude. Oh no, that has to hurt. Either it got satcheled somehow, and I just didn't see it, or it got killed by a tank. Oh, dude, that sucks for EXO. Losing your heavy tank to a bombing run. Or maybe it was already, who knows, but that is a very unfortunate loss either way for EXO here. Approaching an hour mark left into the match, and it's been pretty much all Legion. Just joining me, this is week 5 of the Premier League here. We got Legion versus EXO, 2 NA teams duking it out on Omaha Beach. Legion with the early cap onto West Fireville, and now trying to storm the way into Rear Battery. EXO still have, you know, like a good little presence right here. They don't really have anything in the red. I mean, I'm just gonna go fly back over here. There's really nothing to worry about. Golden God all the way in the back, but is being chased down by safe space. A Benadryl Canadian on the far flank. Zito back there as well. But, you know, EXO do have, you know, decent control. It's just that, you know, this Legion squad behind them is being very, very annoying for them to kind of kick out of there. West Fireville is one of those points where it's very hard to recapture it. I would say it's slightly easier for allies to recapture it than the Axis. So EXO do have to, you know, for the next hour or so in the game, they have to bring up their A game the rest of the time, or else this is going to be the results. The clock hits 0. Little Piss with a nice little 2-piece, trying to get PR for the 3. Unfortunately, has to reload. Oh man, I think that Tiger Tank or P4 or whatever that was just killed his own people, which is very, 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 very unfortunate. The Arty player, for anybody interested, is Mac for Legion, and for EXO, it is Pool 0341. That's what Bear G gets for hiding in a bush. Mr. Fox maybe tries to get the refrag. Oh, Ghost with another kill. Thief Ghost can maybe get 3 for 3 here. He's just gonna die to Arty. Oh man. Looks like Legion is starting to leak into the point a little bit. They're gonna have 4 inside a hard cap soon. Oh man, this camera is... Stewart could be going down. I'm curious if this is the default Stewart. It could be the default Stewart. Who exactly knows? We're not sure where Exodus tanks are. Looks like they do have 1 P4 on the hard cap, but they have anything over here? No, it looks like Raider also. That's like their only garrison spawn. If Raider's spawning back there, EXO do not have a Gary on the point. It looks like Ray might be choosing to plop his OP down over there. Exactly sure. He does go down the goat piss. The Legion's starting to cap a little bit, but is going to be defended by EXO. kill. Trying to kill the guys up that AT gun. Legion are just kind of forming a lemons train on this little canal area. But all die to Artie, I guess. Fighting between these squads over here. I think intake might hear a garrison. Does go down. I think this is a garrison spawn. Yes, it is. Perseus will get this garrison spawn here. He got the garrison before he died to either his own grenade or friendly grenades, but garrison is down. Zito decides to play the front lines today instead of being on Artie. A little bit of surprise from them. I think Legion's just walking across the field. Virju and Nova Dane actually do get their OPs over here on this side of the field. Brittle gonna... Oh, this is, I'm exposing Brittle right now for camping an OP, but this is kind of valid to camp this OP. Wonder if he knows. Yep, he is throwing a grenade on that OP. And we'll probably go down here. Oh, it does not. Now it does. The Legion's still in the south, just controlling the full side of the rear battery south end. I have no idea what I said there, but I said it. Might have been a panic area right there for EXO. Now they have to push south, and they are going to get artied as well. P4 might be going into the line of sight of this 76 here soon. Rocket Snipe coming in. Novak will not hit the garrison. Zoom out a little bit. You can just see the map control from the distance. We'll use the map again. I'm very surprised EXO haven't really tried any sort of maybe airhead at this point. Obviously, we don't know their resources. They did try one very, very early, but Legion were ready for it with rockets and stuff like that. We're very prepared. We also don't know if, based on the resources, if they had to use reinforces or not. Basically having these 3 heavy tanks, I think, yep, all 3 heavy tanks just kind of dialed in at rear battery, just splashing HE. Because EXO, they probably only have 1 heavy tank that's making their way up right now. Obviously, yeah, it's all the way back there. You can kind of see it all the way in the distance, playing very, very cautiously. Rightfully so, because they did, you know, lose 3 heavy tanks at this point. One of them, unfortunately, I think, to a bombing run, which was, you know, a little bit of a surprise, I think. You know, that's not something that usually happens, but it is possible. So now I think they're just trying to stack up fuel and try to, you know, hold off Legion as much as they can until they can maybe try to do something. Looks like bombing run is me coming from Legion. This actually might get the garrison here. I think it will. Is a garrison gone. As well as a few other players. I don't really see anybody close that can build a Gary other than Brittle putting down a box right now. T4 does go down on point, and that's going to start flipping the cap. OP goes down from Novak as well from the rocket snipe. Not really a rocket snipe when it's like 10 feet away. But this is going to be all up to OPs now from EXO to fend off this Legion push, because they are basically, I think, committed into pushing this point and taking it. Make this a 4-1 match into their favor. Random men here from the EXO side. Looks like it's kind of like a full reset onto the back line, Gary's. The Legion just can easily kind of walk to the point, but EXO still trying to defend the hard cap itself. But EXO does have a little bit more bodies in the sector. Not enough in the hard cap itself. They are starting to defend, but it's flipping. I actually see this tank fight. I think this Tiger did get penned. There is 3 rep stations back here. Be very someone says go away awake, little I am here. Is one shot goes into that Tiger. He's kind of a sitting duck here. We over Ricochet. I'm gonna go on the weakened side of things for this tank fight. Kind of see in the distance where these tanks are kind of engaging each other. That's one pen. I don't know if he's gonna get the second one off in time. I don't know where that shell went from the Tiger. That is another pen for the 76. Tiger blunders it. 76 does get another pen, but I think he's going to be repped by all those rep stations and will be borderline an invincible tank. Well, probably something a bombing run or Artie's going to have to deal with those rep stations. Tank could go down here. I see those guys repping the top of the screen. 76 does have a beat on him. Other 76 trying to get the cross. Waste a lot of AP shells onto this this Tiger. Oh man, this Tiger I think just killed somebody. I'm not sure though. But yeah, 3 rep stations and 2 guys repairing. This Tiger is probably not gonna die. This is something EXO's gonna have to do if they want to stay into this match. That's crazy. And they are starting to arty them. They can get these rep stations. This Tiger will probably go down. I think down goes 1 or 2 of them. I think just 1. This tank try to get him. Tank will back up. Go back to the point. I saw that coming. We do have a P-Strike, and the P-Strike does take out the Tiger. Unfortunate that is another Tiger down for the EXO side of things. That is 4 Tigers destroyed. So using a bombing run here. front road. Looks like a 76 possibly got satcheled and died. Yes, looks like a 76 did die here, so EXO finally getting their first heavy kill, but that's halfway through the match now that their first heavy for Legion went down. They do have one at the HQ. They actually have 3 up still. The Legion's still winning the field battle against EXO. They are starting to surround the hard cap and are currently capping it. Live. Oh, dirty ground with the rocket. Maybe trying to get this OP. Does burn the OP. Legion is bringing up one of the 76s. Help get this hard cap situated. Looks like they do have one in the south by Dirty Grunt and Hans. Big spawn wave on the Exo Gary. That might be their last spawn wave on that Gary itself. Possibility they could get one more spawn wave. I'm not sure if the reinforce was already used, but if they needed reinforce, they need to use it now. But this is going to be a 4-1 in favor of Legion. And that is going to be a 4-1. Looks like this other 76 actually goes down. So I think the AT gun there by looks like Mac Attack and McNasty. So well played from them. Maybe this Tiger did, you know, cross them and take them out. So no, cap does go to Legion, but another 76 does go down for them as well. 76 is engaging. I think Tiger, Tyranny here. Maryland hops out. Warlock actually did get a satchel onto that tank, I believe. Yes, he did. Very easy to get off if they do get out and get it off. Eagle's gonna spot it. Eagles is on.
Ivan, I need help. Ivan.
Barrel and the tank's in the way, and the satchel is defused by Eagles and Frosty. Well played from them to get that off. So in a decent position of how to recap, I should say. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just saying words at this point. Warlock can try to get another satchel down on this tank. We'll get it on the gun of the 76. I don't think Legion's gonna get that off in time. Maybe Maryland and J-Mac did see it. But there's no garrison down really in this zone at all for Legion whatsoever. Maybe they were trying to struggle to build some garrisons back up, but goes that 76 tank. Other tanks are engaging. Not quite sure where this tank is. It's by Bullseye Blair. Oh, Tiger misses. .76 misses too. Tiger does get the pen back. I don't think the 76 sees. Does trade. Tiger misses. I think they can barely see each other, or maybe they just see turret. That is a full pen from the 76. Ricochet from the Tiger. It is another pen from the 76, but I think this Tiger probably does have... Yeah, he has rep station, so he is going to probably win this engagement no matter what happens. It's a lot of wasted ammo for each other. Looks like that 76 is going to back off and re-engage at a later time in the match. In the meantime, EXO will trying to take this rear battery point back, and they are in decent position to honestly retake it. Looks like Legion still have yet to build a Geary kind of in the sector. They do have this one in C4, but they desperately need one on the point itself, or at least somewhere in the north. Dane gets absolutely cooked by an AT gun. Oh man. Chair. You can crack open an energy drink because it's been that kind of day for me so far. Love that. Not sure who's throwing smokes in the Legion tanks, but interesting strategy. Let that fighting commence, but Belmont Road. Oof, JPL. Yes, another spawn wave does happen in this garrison. If Chari can maybe get this garrison spawn wave. Gets one. Chari goes down. This blew up over here. Rep stations? Yeah, that's what I figured. Rep stations do going down to artillery. Ooh, cap guns with the STG taking out two. Wish we could see some more flamethrowers. We need that top. EXO are not giving up this front door rear battery. I'm very surprised to see a bunch of Legion down here in the south. Garrison on the front door of Belmont Run does go down for them, but, you know, EXO still control, you know, this, you know, majority of the C3 sector, but not started flipping the cap quite yet. Might have a tank engagement here shortly. Like the tank does get one round into him, and we'll hide and get repaired. Waffen. Just controlling this line here with the MG. Oh man, frosty sauce. Oh my god, someone's leg just landed. Zombie putting an MG inside of the cattle shed area. Blocking out that doorway. I feel like EXO is going to have to start using maybe some more grenades to block some of these lines of sight for these tanks, because I think that's like the main thing right now is obviously the health economy for the oh man, cap guns got ran over. I feel like the fuel economy, the health of that obviously is in Legion's favor. They are engaging another Tiger, but I think he's backing up to get prepared. I just think, like, if EXO can take out one more heavy tank from Legion and then get one up going themselves, they can maybe have a better push onto rear battery, because it's basically just all infantry. You know, if they would maybe drive like a P4, you know, kind of 2-point itself to help support some of the infantry stuff, be obviously more into their favor. Potentially recap this from Legion. Mostly going around, might be able to take out an OP. Legion's starting to get full control of rear battery now. Youth maybe move up a little bit more and they can get this OP, and that OP is burnt. It's one of the main OPs for EXO from them contesting that much into rear battery, but with that gone, it's gonna push them back, but just over a half hour to go in this match. Legion pretty much in full control. Looks like we do have some stuff back here coming. Golden God, Black, and Cap Guns in the back lines. Lighting up some of the OPs and garrisons back here. Nothing too crazy yet is developing, but, you know, that is something to keep an eye on. We just look at the map right now. Pretty much full control of Legion. You know, they do have, you know, spaces to put a few more garrisons down. Resources are looking really, really healthy for them. I can't really say the same for EXO, at least as far as the fuel goes. EXO, I feel like, is still down maybe 1 to 2 heavies to Legion. But maybe you think they have 2 up right now. If they have the rep station graveyard back up and running up here. Yeah, they're starting to formulate that a little bit more. Ooh, Waffen made into this building. And this is not what you want to do if your EXO is giving up this little area right here. You need to control that if you are EXO. Looks like they are loading up Golden God's OP, starting to push from behind. You know, that is something we did see from the Taco game, but I think EXO got either an airhead or a garrison in the back lines, and did up almost taking that point back from Taco on Hurricane Forest. Taco was very quick to respond and sent everybody back. Obviously, this is a different map, different situation, but, you know, a similar scenario. Like, it's a garrison built up here. Can't quite find it myself, but it is probably locked up. Iris does get back in the truck. and will escape. The garrison is right here. I don't think Typhoon. Anybody notices it? Fortunately, they do not. I think he might right now. They don't. Ah, yes. AT notices it and will end up taking it out. Just kind of back to a frontline strategy from Legion, just kind of, you know, coning the area where they need to hold. Just under a half hour left to go into this Division 1 Week 5 matchup between Legion and Exodus. Both these teams will continue to play into the playoffs, but key is for Legion that they have to win to get a potential bye in the first round of playoff play. Pending the results of Merc and Taco tomorrow, EXO are gonna, without a doubt, gonna be playing in that first playoff game. I think it's the quarterfinal play-in. But, you know, they do want to get at least one win for the season on the board, but very tall task being down 4-1 to Legion here on Omaha Beach. Legion are bringing up a heavy tank. There is 2 Tigers around the point. I'm not sure if they have a shot onto this Tiger. I don't think they do quite yet, but if he does move, very interesting. Legion's push just pushed them now to the red line. There is some stuff happening down here in the south. Lots of EXO here in the south, actually. Actually has a 76 down here in the south, believe it or not. Maryland trying to get back to his tank. Hopefully he doesn't get run over. Party dies. Not sure what they're stuck on. They're even stuck. Oh, they are stuck. Oh no. No, Tunney and Gabago and AMAC stuck on looks like some pallets. We do have a Legion bomber coming in. I want to verify if this is going to kill our tank or not. I don't think it will. But we'll kill a few EXO in the process. Oh man, I just spilled an energy drink all over me. Oh man. Something blows up, probably a rep station. EXO's trying to make some sort of progress here in the south. you know, still, you know, they have to get something going here. EXO has been on the back foot pretty much this entire game. They're gonna have to start risking and doing some plays that are, you know, maybe not to the plan, because there is only, you know, 25 minutes left, like under 25 minutes left. Essentially it's, you know, 20 minutes left, because it does take 2 minutes to cap a point, and there is no overtime. So EXO's gonna have to start, you know, getting these caps within the next, you know, 10-15 minutes, even if they want a chance to bring this back to a 3-2. You know, I do kind of expect them to maybe, you know, not, you know, kind of just sit back and, you know, not necessarily like take it in, but, you know, just have the game end 4-1, because Legion's gonna try to go for the 5-0. They're gonna try to get that, you know, I think that's going to be the tiebreaker, is if Legion can get 5-0, they do get the 2 seed. If Merc does beat Taco in some way, I think that's going to be the deciding factor of who's going to get that 2, 3, and 4 seed into the playoffs, is point differential. And right now, Merc and Legion, if this game would end and Merc wins, will be the deciding factor. Unless Taco wins 4-1, but they will be one head ahead of everyone. But it looks like Legion are going to try to go for that 5-0 victory, bringing up the tanks now a little bit closer. Don't see really any EXO tanks other than this one Tiger on the SP. And Legion do have 3 heavies, maybe 4 even. They do have a 4th heavy coming out of the HQ now. That won't matter for the next 5 minutes or so, but Dirty Darn can do something here. He does have his rocket out. What goes down before he can kill Arrow with the rocket? You and Frosty against Trill and Goat. Who put their OP in the middle of a field? Oh, I think Bearju either died to Waffen or he got killed by one of the EXO players. Looks like EXO is going to bring a heavy tank to help engage this 76 on the border of the map. Very interesting here of how Legion and EXO tankers will play this. Big one shot does get in from somewhere. I'm not sure if that Tiger actually got the shot in. I think he did. This might be a dead 76 here up in the north, and it is a dead 76 there. I don't know whose crew this is. That is a Raiders tank. Good job by him and his crew to take out that little push that Legion tried to make up there. Push is pretty much successful, other than, you know, the tank dying. They are now controlled up here in the north of the B3 sector, but obviously still a long ways to go for this game to end in 5-0. This other 76 is also taking shots from somewhere against this other Tiger. Yeah, the same Tiger, I think, is now engaged in the other 76. Bearju is going to be calling out in command chat now for Legion. Like, is making this Tiger tank back off just a little bit. Looks like they might. Oh, they're not using the Luke's tank. Everything in view here. Just reaching the out-of-bounds limits of admin cam. EXO is trying to get pushed onto this yellow main road now. Legion leaking in certain areas. You might have another tank engagement coming up soon. Tiger does get hit once. He is going to back up though. Like Legion's push to kind of get wiped out for the time being, but they, they still have this heavy tank by this little, pizza slice triangle area. I think, is this called pizza slice? Let me know in the chat. I have no idea. This 6 or something's engaging. It looks like an AT gun there by Collapse, and I think Perseus. Not sure if Artie can actually reach this far. I don't think it can. That is a benefit for EXO. Kind of. It's still reaching over there. Like, 2 guys with satchels. I think Tunney knows. Satchel is down. It is under the tank. Tunney gets out, but does get gunned down. This will probably be a dead 76 here, unless we can kill these 2 other infantrymen from the Axis side, and then maybe defuse it. It's gonna be a dead 76, and yes, it is. Dirty Grunt, pushing with the flamethrower. Cinematic as hell right here. Grunt is gonna heal. Oh man, he immediately dies, but it kills one guy with the flamethrower. I think Tyranny got him, or Dirty got him, but oh man. Gotta have a little bit of a fun on the, Gotta have a little bit of that fun. Does Bell have a flamethrower? No, Bell has a grease gun. Well, Grunt's back though with the flamethrower. Better be back with the flamethrower. Yes, he is. Oh, look at this. Grunt with the flamethrower kill. Gets 1. Gets 2 kills with the flamethrower. And dies to Sam the Man into his own fire. Down goes Grunt. Legion just starting to push this front door, and I think they're recognizing that this front door is a little bit weak from EXO. Now, they do have a garrison down here. Players kind of not doing the point justice, I think, as far as how many bodies we actually see in admin cam. But, if Legion can get some of these frags and, get some people to a hard cap, this could be a little bit dangerous for EXO of losing this match 5-0. And they haven't really gotten anything going at rear battery, and time is ticking for EXO to get something going to recap that point to bring it to a 3-2. in order to at least get an attempt to get it in 3-2 in their own favor. Multiple rockets coming in from Legion. The 76 did go down to this damaged Tiger here. The Raiders tank. This crew has been playing pretty well given everything that's happened so far with the Exo tanks this game, especially at the start. Legion just down to 2 heavies. They do have enough fuel for 1 more. Airhead is coming down here too from Exo. Wild Bill is on the Airhead. Already does kill Wild Bill on the Airhead as well. So this could get very interesting now. Safe space with a rocket. Kills the Airhead before he does go down. Very, very close there. I think that was Exo's play to do something. A valid attempt, but unfortunately it will be ceased. And I think Gold Star will be the only one to die to this bombing run. And yes, he will be. So the bombing run isn't entirely useless, but that's going to open the door now to Legion to try and get this 5-0. Obviously, they're going to have to deal with these 2 Tiger tanks in order to do so. But if Exo is going to have to win this game now, they're going to have to probably do something with these 2 Tigers. They are even as far as armor. Obviously, there's 176 in the hard cap itself, 1 just south of rear battery. Both the pressure that their infantry is pushing. 1 Tiger does get hit. He's not moving. I don't think he can move other than forward, and he will go down to... crew is this. That is going to be Tunney's crew taking out that first Tiger. I think Dirty Wrench just died to an AP mine, but that's okay. Now Legion is gonna start trying to push this for a 5-0. They are starting to cap the point here. Can maybe see a massive spawn wave on that Gary. Only 2 spawn, but okay, that's all Legion needs to cap this. Not sure where Exo's at. Really at all. They're kind of mostly in the south. Legion bomb run is coming in, I assume. Yes, it is. Oh my gosh, this Tiger tank is getting absolutely harassed. Looks like Fiji gets a satchel on it? If it is, I can't see it. Dirty Grunt with another miss. Not sure if that Tiger's satchel or not. I don't think he is. But that's a lot of Legion inside the hard cap. Exo doing everything that they can to do something. Garrison is down, and they are starting to defend slightly, but it is not defended quite yet. Looks like the other 76 from Legion is also going to push into hard cap as well on the main road. Strafing run and P-Strike go down. P-Strike actually takes out the only Gary that's near Belmont Road. It's going to be all up to OPs in this big force from Juka. See if they can defend this. Less than 10 to go. They are going to start defend. But the 76 is looking for the kill shot onto this Tiger. And will get it. He does get a shot back into that Tiger, so he could go down to a rocket, which they're going to desperately need if they are EXO here. Does not look like that's probably going to happen. It's probably going to end 5-0 in favor of Legion. Airhead is also coming down for Legion as well. Yes, it is. That will be your game, ladies and gentlemen. GG's to Legion and EXO in this one. 5-0 victory, even though it says 5-1 on screen, it's a 5-0 victory in favor of Legion. Heading into the playoffs, Legion will probably get the 2 or 3 seed. Probably the 3 seed. I think they're guaranteed 3 seed actually now since they won 5-0. I think at least. But yeah, that's going to do it for me. I'm just going to check the scoreboards real quick. And that's it. But I'm just going to turn your attention to the rest of the streams later tonight, which is just me. I'm the only one streaming later tonight. That's going to be R22R versus SUDT. Check out that stream later tonight. I'm also going to be doing one tomorrow as well. But be sure to check out the streams tomorrow between KASANOVA, Guskit, myself, and Smithers. I am doing an additional one, I think, as well. I think the same time as Smithers, but go check out everybody's streams in the links in the description below. Yeah, that's going to do it for me. I'll see you guys probably in a few hours. Until then, take care and have a good one. Take care. Bye. Again.